Alright guys, let's get going.
Of what I could do for a video this weekend, what could get my creative juices flowing, so I figured what better way than to make some juice. So today I'm going to show you a quick go-to juice that I normally make, normally the same ingredients, but there are so many different juices you can make and very beneficial. Your body gets the nutrients it needs right away, doesn't have to break down any solids. It's already broken down in a juice, easy to absorb into the body and to get that nutrition right there where you need it. So I'll show you the ingredients that I'm going to use today. We went to the farmer's market this morning and got them. And what's up?
Oh, you got the farmer?
No. And so I'll show you what juicer I use. It's not the best one. It's a Walmart Hamilton Beach one. And I know it's the spinning one versus the grinding one. They say that those aren't the best to use just because it oxidizes the juice. But that's what I could afford, and I think as long as you're doing it, you're going to get benefits from it versus not doing it at all. Because like I said, a lot of people don't eat enough fruits and vegetables, so this is a way to get it right in juice form and get it down the hatch. Alright, so let's take a look at what I have here. We got some kale, organic kale. Gonna juice that bag. At the farmer's market they had dandelion greens. We're going to juice that up. I normally put some celery. This is a high fluid kind of vegetable, so it really creates a lot of juice. It's almost like your base, I guess you could say. Between that and the cucumber, those are very high water content. Then we'll put some carrots in there. Some nice apples to sweeten it up. Not this whole big old beet, but we're going to cut up some of this beet and put it in there. And so that's what we have today. Normally I like to put in a little bit of ginger and a little bit of turmeric. Those are really good for the body, and I don't eat them on anything ever. So if I could put them in the juice, that gives me, at least a serving that I could use from it. But that's all I have today. I don't have any turmeric or anything. And again, you can go online or whatever, and there's so many different juicing recipes that you can just get for free and start juicing. All of this is going to go into a juice that we'll drink, and that's a lot of helpings right there of fruits and vegetables, all into a juice. Okay, so this is the juicer I have, the Hamilton Beach. Basically unstraps, top comes off. This is just like a plunger to push down food if you need it. Then it has the netted basin, and these teeth in here spin really fast, and that's what pretty much just grinds up the juice, the fruit and vegetables. One trick that I do with this for way easier cleanup is make sure you have a Walmart bag or whatever. Put a bag in here. That's where all of the remnants goes from when it's done spinning. All your matter will be in here. Put it right in this bag, and then I put it right into the compost pile. It works out really good. Or now that I have chickens again, I can give them some of that ground up stuff for them. So anyway, let's get going here. I'll show you how I prep the fruits and vegetables, and we'll get to it. Pretty simple. This thing is pretty good. I mean, you could just do the apples in fours like that. That would be fine. Take the sticker off. Yeah, all this stuff we just bought at the farmer's market. Apples are done. These you don't even really have to cut up. Sometimes I cut the ends off. They're a little, a little hard. that's pretty much it for that. Cucumber. Throw it into a couple of slices. Everything else can go in pretty much whole. So let's get to it. Doesn't that look cool? All the different layers. You got the beets, you got the greens, you got the celery, got the carrots in there, the orange of the carrots. All different great colors, man. And we just mix this together and then I'll put it through a strainer. So let me show you how I do that. Okay, so easy enough. Get a bowl. I have this cool strainer. Set that right in there. It hooks right to the lips. It's pretty cool. Then I just grab our jungle juice. Look at that. That looks so cool. And then just pour it right in here. And I know, guys, when you go online, look at some YouTube things, they'll say these juicers are not good because they put a lot of oxygen in there, and I don't know. That's the one I use. Seems to work really good, and these juices taste amazing, especially like in the morning. So good. And now it'll be nice and strained. So as you can see, you definitely want to strain it because there's a lot of, I guess, the pulp, you could say, in there. It's pretty thick in there, so you definitely want to strain it out. So that's why I do this. Then I just give it a little whisk, mix it together. This one obviously isn't really green as like a green juice like you would think of because we put the beets in there. So those beets give it that nice dark kind of red color. Let's get that served up and see how it tastes. Okay guys, so what I did is I just poured it with this funnel. I had an old organic apple juice for my son. It was an empty jar, so I figured, hey, I'll just fill it up. So with the amount that you saw on the stove, and I didn't do one apple, and I only used half of that bag of kale greens, we got a whole, what is this, 64-ounce bottle of fresh juice. That color is nuts, man. It's like a purple brown or something. And the next added benefit of juicing is the remnants. It's already nice and broken down. Look at that.
Whoa, good.
Just fresh produce. Feed it to your chickens. You can add it to your compost. It'll compost down a lot quicker because it's already broken down quite a bit. So there's a second benefit of juicing. So there you have it, guys. A nice juice. I haven't juiced in a while. I really miss this stuff. Definitely getting back into my juicing. It's just been a while. Another thing I'm going to start doing is my microgreens again. So we'll probably start doing some videos on microgreens here coming up shortly. Learning how to grow them, and even wheatgrass, getting that incorporated in it as well. That's going to be like an indoor gardening kind of addition to the show, or to my videos, I think. Maybe I'll make them indoor gardening, and then a topic, microgreens, wheatgrass, anything like that, harvesting, how to plant them. I've done a couple of videos previously on the microgreens, but we're going to do a more covered topic on that coming up soon. But anyway, juice, it's really good for you. Gets that nutrients in you right away, absorbs nice and easy. Your body can intake it very easy with minimal energy being spent on it. So every once in a while you should have some juice. So anyway, that was my little video today, and I will see you guys next weekend. Taste the apples. The apples really taste good. And the greens. And if you don't like greens and the salads and all that stuff, that's the beautiful thing about juicing. Because you can juice all of that stuff, all the kales and all the dandelion leaves and all that crap that I just did. You add a couple of apples to it, totally changes the taste palette, so you can get them down nice and easy. I'm almost done with this glass. I might need some more. Alright, I thought I was done, but I had one quick tip. I was just watching the videos, the pieces that I just did, and I was like, let me explain one thing. When you use a juicer like that, make sure you're alternating your products. A high water content, like cucumber, do that first to get them blades nice and moist and get it rolling. Then you do some of your kale greens. Those are harder for it to break up. So as you're putting the kale in there, it's going to start drying up a little, it's not as much juice going. So then you follow that up with another high water content, celery, cucumber. You put that in there with it, and it gets it moist and it gets it flowing a lot better. So just make sure you're putting a high water content vegetable or fruit, apple also. Put it after you put some of the greens just to flush that and keep it rolling good. Alright, now I'm out. You guys have a good weekend. Talk to you later.